Hi everybody, this is Jessica the Book Rock Goddess, and I'm coming to you with my January recap, and it's all the books that I read in January and how I felt about them. First off, I read one NetGalley review, I read a audio, or I listened to an audio, and then I had a Nook book that I have. And then all the rest are books that I've either listened to part of or read, but mostly read. There's a couple that I've listened to because I have it on audio, and I listened to them in the car and then read them while I was at home. Anyways, let's get started. My first book, I will do the one that went back to the library. It was an audio. It was Bangura Babes by uh, Dahami Najari. I Nahadi. I'm sorry, I'm horrible with names, but it was really, really good. It puts me in the mind of the Georgia Nicholson series. Funny, very, very fun, very, very light. It's the third one in the series. It kind of wraps everything up for you. But if you're just looking for a feel-good, fun, silly read like the Georgia Nicholsons, those are the books for you. It's very lighthearted, very fun. Um, then I read Vengeance which was my Nook book. It's a novella by Michelle Meadow, and it's the little in-between book between this and the second one from Remembrance. Remembrance was amazing. I loved Remembrance. I'm a huge fan of as I've told you people, I'm a huge fan of the whole reincarnation thing, forever, love, soulmates, all that stuff. I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. I tell everybody my soulmate, if I had one, was probably um, uh, is probably on death row in prison somewhere. Just because my karma is that bad, he's probably done some horrible crime, and he's or he passed away or something crazy like that. But so I don't hold much stock in it for myself, but for other people, I just like reading about it and hearing about it, and I like the idea of it. I just don't think it's going to ever happen to me. Although I do love my husband, he's great. But anyways, um, my next book that I read was Scarlet. Oh my gosh. It's a debut novel for 2012. It's by A.C. Gaughen, Gauhen. I don't know how to say the last name, but oh my gosh, it is amazing. I loved this book. It has fighting, it has a little romance, it has just this kick-ass heroine who, oh my gosh, I don't even know what to say. It's a totally different take on Robin Hood. There's a girl named Scarlet in it, and she is just amazing. She's tough. I give this 5 out of 5 stars, and if I was going higher, it would get 10 out of 10, whatever. It's just phenomenal. I was very shocked that I liked this book this much. I've read tons and tons of retellings of Robin Hood. Hadn't really ever thought, oh wow, because you've read so many, it's just who could do it different. And I needed to read one, and I picked this one, and it was just awesome. Awesome. I'm so glad I did, and I'm so thankful for NetGalley for allowing me to review it. Just a really, really amazing book. You guys should all check it out. Anyways, enough of me, yeah, going on and on and on about that book. I will quickly try to get through these. I did Ghost Town and Bike Club by Rachel Kane. Awesome. Morganville Vampire series. Love the fact that Claire is growing up and getting more mature and more self-confident. And Shane was awesome in Bike Club. Frustrating, but awesome. I loved to see inside his head. I love the way Rachel Kane wrote that book. So both of these were good. 4 out of 5, and the only reason why I gave it 4 out of 5 is because it's a continuation series, and I can't say that either one of them stood out more so than the other. So, and then I read Flip. I have to by Martin Bradford. I'll have to give this a 3 out of 5. It wasn't bad. It was actually a very good story. It was a well written story. It just wasn't my type of story. I'm not a huge fan of this type of storyline, I guess. Um, Basically, the boy's in a coma and he wakes up in another boy's body. He doesn't know he's in a coma. He just knows he's trapped inside this other kid's body and he doesn't know how to get back to his own body, and he doesn't know how to get people to believe that he's not who they say they are, and so he has to try to figure out and navigate everything. So it was a really, really well written story. It just was not my type of story. So, but it was still very good. I may end up giving that away in a giveaway unless my daughter confiscates it, which she might, because it is more her type of story than it is mine. Next is Raised by Wolves by Jennifer Lynn. Oh, Raised by Wolves. I'm sorry. It's Every Other Day by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. She's the author of Raised by Wolves. Very, very good story. I gave it 4 out of 5, and only because it's a standalone and I want a sequel. I want a sequel. It was that good. Jennifer, if you're watching, sequel, sequel. And I know Melissa Marr wants a sequel too, so there's 2 people who want a sequel. So if you're watching, which I know you're not, but I might have to tweet you, we want a sequel. And by the way, cover, amazing. Could the cover get any prettier? Really? It is gorgeous. But love the book. And if you guys read it, tweet her and tell her sequel. Okay, anyways, sorry. I read Holly Black's Red Glove book, and as the sequel to White Cat. Loved it. Definitely different. I gave it a 4 out of 5 because it wasn't better than the first, but it was just as good, but different. It was more in depth, more emotional with the characters, and not as much adventure, or I don't know, not the heart-pounding excitement that you got with the first one. But this one really took an in-depth look into the characters, into everything that was going on with them. I really, really enjoyed this book. Definitely got me pumped for the third. So, if you read White Cat, if you haven't read White Cat, you should. If you read White Cat, read Red Glove. Definitely an amazing series. Next is Sing Me to Sleep, and of course it's got this stupid thing on it. And I have this on my Nook. I love it so much, I bought a physical copy, but I couldn't wait for the physical copy to come, and I wanted to read it, and I was having issues with my Nook, and so I just went and bought the book because I loved it so much. I've read some on my Nook, and forget it. I just had to have the book. Anyways, loved it, cried about it. I don't cry, so anybody who knows me knows I'm not really a crier. This book did make me cry. It's based on a boy. Well, it's based off a boy's life, who, I don't want to give too much away. He, it's not about him, it's about his life and what happened, similarities to him, but, she took a lot of information and a lot of things from this young man and his life, but she, changed it, so it's not about the boy, but there's pictures in the back of the boy, and it's about music and choirs, and it's just very heartwarming and heart-wrenching too at the same time. I fell in love, and I know it's something I'll read again and again. And this is a book that it's almost making me tear up now. Is a book that will make you, it will stay with you long after you finish it. It's just one of those very emotional books, and it was definitely an emotional roller coaster for me. Next is Fire Wars by Kaylin Gao, and let me tell you, after reading Sing Me to Sleep, I was definitely moved for Kaylin Gao's books. Her books some of them can be serious and stuff, but they're always fun. They're just fun. They're quick, they're short, and I gave this a 4 out of 5 only because it's short. But Kaylin Gao is really one of my favorite authors, just for a go-to book, just to feel good or to forget about your troubles. This is a book that her books are books that I pick up just for a quick, good afternoon read. Awesome. Kaylin Gao. Definitely check her out. You can find her on Goodreads and Amazon. And done my plug for her. I love Kaylin though. She's awesome. Anyways, Tantalize is this is the graphic novel of the book by Cynthia Letica Smith, and I love her series. I read the first 2, got to read the third. Blessed is the third. Can't wait to. I've got it sitting here. I got to get to it. I know that. I didn't. The graphics weren't the greatest, so I give it a 4, I think, out of 5, or 3 out of 5. I'm not sure. I liked it. Didn't love the graphics, but I love the storyline. So definitely a good book if you like Tantalize. If not, pick this up. You might like Tantalize afterwards. It's told from Kieran's point of view, and it's just really, really good. So I like that. Last but not least, So Silver Bright. Love this book. Love this series. It is the sequel to Eyes Like Stars and Perchance to Dream. And let me tell you, I absolutely love this book. I loved it so much. Before I read it, my hopes were just way too high for it, and I don't even think if I written the book, it could live up to my expectations. I just had way overwhelming expectations for this book, and I was a little disappointed because my expectations were so high. But the book was phenomenal. I don't know why I was disappointed. I was just disappointed because maybe it didn't end the way I wanted to. I don't know. It did. It didn't end necessarily the way I wanted it to, but it ended the way it was supposed to. And I guess that's the way it had to be. And reading this book, it ended the way it had to end, not the way I wanted it to end. And I know that. So that's probably where the conflicts came in. But this book is amazing. The series is amazing. This is why I do these, because maybe I do these book reviews and stuff, because maybe somebody will take another look at a book that maybe isn't as maybe as well known or widespread as it should be, because this is amazing. It's about theater, it's about Shakespeare, it's everything that I love, like theaters, just everything wrapped up into a book. Fairies, what more can you ask for? Magic, everything, all wrapped up into one book, or one series. There's not a whole lot more you can ask for. So check it out, guys. It's really, really good. It's really underrated. I know it's not widespread or well known, but it is phenomenal. Definitely worth picking up. Anyways, that was my wrap up for or recap for January. Let me know what you guys thought. If you've read any of these, if you're planning on reading any of these, just let me know. I had a great month. Hopefully you guys did too. And I will see you with a recap in the end of February. But until then, I will be posting my book haul and probably a few other things for February. So until next time, probably Monday or Tuesday. Later. Bye. You guys have a good time reading. Thanks.